It is the weekend, so you know what that means. Time for Friday Flicks. We brought in Patrick Beatty. We love it when you're here.
Thank you for having me. We've got 3 movies that are all equally exciting to talk about. Actually, 1 TV show in the middle. And the first one we have is The Last Duel with Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Jodie Comer. And this is a show that takes place back in the medieval times of France, one of the last duels to ever actually be allowed from France. And it's a very interesting film.
Okay, I haven't heard of this. I'm intrigued. Let's take a look at what you brought.
I'm married. I was a good wife. And then was judged and shamed by my country.
I say before all of you, I spoke the truth.
So if you love Ridley Scott, you like Gladiator, any of his films, this is directed by him, and he brings his flair to it. Written by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, as well as a female writer. I'm forgetting the name. I'm so sorry.
Written by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck?
Yes.
Oh.
So this is essentially a film that's based on a historical document. It doesn't have a lot in the document itself, so there's a lot of like leniencies that they took, a lot of story parts. But the 2 males' perspectives were written by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, and the female's perspective was written by this other writer who's been with Ben Affleck since Daredevil time, or after Daredevil, I should say, when he wanted to revamp his career a little bit. He started collaborating with her. The film itself it's a hard watch because it's dealing with some pretty intense subject matter with sexual assault and things of that nature, which for anybody that might have sensitivity to that, it could be a little difficult to watch. But it's telling because the times are so, like, back then so far away, but it's still timely today.
So what did you give it?
I gave it a 6.5 out of 10. I think you guys should still check it out because it's going to be up for Oscar season, but not necessarily the best for me.
Well, I do love Adam Driver. He is a fantastic actor. Okay, I'm really excited about this next one. Yeah. It's all the talk.
Well, yeah, 1 in 7, I think, households have seen this show, Squid Game.
Squid Game,
Everybody
of
knows
course.
Squid Game?
If you haven't watched it, here's a little peek.
지금 이 자리에 계신 여러분들은 모두 감당할 수 없는 빚을 지고 삶의 변함 끝에 서 계신 분들입니다. 게임에 참가를 원하지 않는 분은 지금 말씀해 주시길 바랍니다.
무궁화 꽃이 피었습니다입니다.
그 옛날에 어릴 때 하는 거 말이에요?
I wondered what we were even going to see, what we could
right?
show that was TV appropriate.
What can you describe with this show? Like when you're pitched it, you're like, just watch Squid Game. Anybody that wants to see it is like, just go watch it. You watch the first episode, and I was left just shaken by what I saw. And this is basically an indictment on capitalism, about classism, people that are down on their luck, willing to do really anything to get a lot of money. And this is very much like Hunger Games in that situation where there's a large group of people wanting to do this, and whether or not they make it, whether or not their values are compromised with it, it's an over-encompassing story that is told brilliantly. And if you haven't seen it yet, people definitely need to check it out. You saw it. What did you think so far?
I have the last 30 minutes left, which I'm going to watch tonight, so I'll touch base with you once I finish it. Definitely not for the faint of heart, right?
No.
Like an adult Hunger Games,
Yeah,
so be
go in
warned.
knowing this is
But
mature content.
Intriguing. What did you give that?
I gave it a 9 out of 10. This is a super interesting TV show, and I would definitely recommend it.
Okay, and last but not least, what do we have?
Well, I had to have somebody come in, a rep from the studio for this, to make sure I give a positive review. So I guess if you want to...
And what's the movie?
It's Halloween Kills.
Let's take a look.
We killed Michael.
My grandmother set the fire.
No one told you.
Told me what?
Michael Myers is alive.
A man couldn't have survived that fire.
You're kind of concerned, but don't worry, he's vaccinated.
He's vaccinated.
There's nothing else scary about him.
That's
He's good.
my first question. Was he vaccinated? Okay, what's it all about?
This is a follow-up to Halloween, the 2018 version. Not all of the other sequels that Halloween has. It has its 1978, then you go into this, and now the sequel to this kind of refashioning of the franchise. So you get more with your characters, a lot of returning characters from the first film, the original, and it's basically a town grieving over losses and all coming together to take down one person. Whether or not they do or not, I can't say for sure, but however, this is a film that if you love the Halloween franchise and you love the silliness, you're terrifying.
He's not very friendly. I'm nervous. What did you give it before we say goodbye?
I gave it, please help me. It's not safe right now. He's going to follow me to my car. Out of 10.
Out of 10. I love it. This is where you can find Patrick Beatty for all of his reviews. I'm scared. I'm sweating. Okay, up next we have 2 funny videos to start off the weekend. Jackson, I'm nervous.
You should be. He's like 1,000,000 feet tall. And then...